Hello, YouTube. It has been a while since I've updated you guys on my life. I pretty much did that triathlon vlog and then just dropped off the face of the planet in terms of like the YouTube planet. So I wanted to just make a quick video updating you guys on where my life is at and what I am doing now and what's next. So I did the triathlon and as you guys probably saw, I did really well in it and I placed first in my age group, which was really cool. But if you watch the race report, I like hated the swim portion and even training for swimming, like just going to the practices, and it was just a lot. And I was never a swimmer as a kid. Like I would swim in the pool for fun, and like my brother would hit me over the head with a pool noodle, but I wouldn't like swim laps or anything. So that was new and different and interesting, but not something that I want to continue doing because I did not enjoy it. And your activities are supposed to be things that you enjoy. So I kind of let the triathlon thing go for a little while, and I was turning 26 in January, and there was a marathon at my aunt's, near my aunt's house in Huntington Beach in February. So I thought, oh, I'll sign up for a marathon and then I can train for that for the next. I did like a 20-week training program that I wrote myself. I was very proud of myself, and I didn't follow it as a lot of probably runners end up writing this really extensive, ridiculous training program, and then they maybe complete half of it. So I did that and trained, and I turned 26 January 28th, and then on February 4th I ran my marathon. So like 26 miles for turning 26. So cute. And that's kind of why it's just stupid. I just wanted to run a marathon and kind of check that off my list of like life goals. So I did that and I got really awesome time, and I ran, I forget what my average pace was. It was fast, but I qualified for Boston for my age group, which is super cool and was kind of my goal going into training. Like I secretly wanted to qualify. Every time I went for a run, I ran way faster than I was supposed to, and that kind of showed. I can go into a whole video about marathon training because my training was like a whole story. But yeah, basically the marathon day came. My aunt is a physical therapist, so any physical issues that I had during training, she was able to tape me up to kind of support me during the run. And mile 20 was when I hit my wall, and I hit it like a brick. Like I hit a freaking wall, and I've never experienced that before. And it was hell. And the last 5 miles were just like, I don't even know who I was. I could have killed a baby at that point. I was so done. I was so pissed. And it was also on the beach. I'll get into this in a whole other thing. It's like a whole story. So, ran the marathon, qualified for Boston, was super pumped, but my legs were so toasted at the end of it because I didn't really follow my training program that closely. And my longest run was 15 miles, which is not really recommended for a 26.2 mile race. So, my legs were so toasted, my quads were like torn to shreds, and I didn't run at all ever again. I basically have run like 2.5 miles since my marathon, which was in February, and it's August. So it's been a while, and yeah, no regrets. I mean, like, I'm glad that it's over, but I am applying to Boston because the fact that I qualified, I just feel like I never wanted to do another marathon when I was finishing, but when I saw my time, I knew that I made the qualifying time, so I thought, oh crap, if I qualify and get in, I have to run another marathon. But it's Boston, so that's like cool. So I'm applying to that in September, and if I get in, I'm gonna run it, and I will vlog my training if I get in, because marathon training and triathlon training are relatively similar in the sense that like you have to have a really specific schedule to your body. But the big difference is like, obviously with marathon training, it is one sport only, where triathlon training, like you have to kind of dive into 3 sports, and if you aren't familiar with one of the 3, you have a really steep learning curve for one of them. So yeah, I'll do a vlog series if I get into that. If I don't get into it, then I am not doing shit, and I will just continue sitting on my couch and not running 10 miles on the weekend. But what I've been doing, the other thing I've been up to is just opening an indoor cycling studio, which I'll get into how that kind of benefited me in the marathon training video, in my like little recap. But that has taken over my life. So my dad and I researched franchises together about a year and a half ago and picked Cycle Bar, which is all over my house. I'm surprised I'm not wearing a Cycle Bar shirt because it's all I wear all the time. Like I might forget where I work. It's plastered all over me. But yeah, so we opened that in May and it's been awesome. It's been like the most trying and interesting and challenging and fun, educational. Like it's just been the coolest thing to open and run a business. It's been nuts. I can't even put it into words. It's a whole other thing. So that took over my life in May, officially became like 12-hour days. And we've been open for a couple months now. So we're finally getting to the point where I have like a little bit more time to do things like talk about my previous life and like before Cycle Bar was open, and to think about training for anything else. And in terms of fitness, what I've been up to is just, honestly, after the marathon, I took a solid 2-month break. Like for 2 solid months, I was just eating whatever I wanted, treating it like it was the day after my race every single day, and not lifting, not running, not really doing much of anything because I was super focused on the business too. So it wasn't like I was just thinking about how little running I was doing. Like I honestly, 2 months just kind of flew by. And then obviously I was spinning, like I'm always taking indoor cycling classes. And that was what I was doing up until maybe like 6 weeks ago. And then I started lifting again. So obviously in my triathlon video, I kind of showed that strength training played a huge role in my triathlon training and probably helped me a ton with my time. And I think it also helped me a lot with my marathon training. And I'm just going to continue doing strength training probably for the rest of my life because it's like the coolest, most fun activity that I've ever done on a regular basis, and I can stay consistent with it and I enjoy it. And like there's nothing better to me than just putting on headphones and like zoning out and lifting heavy things and feeling like a badass. So I will continue doing that. And that's it. So if I get into Boston, I will let you guys know, and I'll show you guys my marathon training and kind of like walk you through my story of that. But this is just a little update to let you guys know that I'm not dead, that I am alive, and I am still an endurance athlete, if you will. But no, actually, I take that back. I'm just a human being. I'm not really an endurance athlete. I might run one more marathon and then I'll probably never do it again. So that's it. That's me. Okay, bye.